Welcome to Poll Stream on Channels Television. It is that time again. Annie Thompson, we're back with messages, pictures.
Yes, and all coming from you, and we're bringing it back to you. Well, we'll start with Facebook or Facebook platform, some of the messages that you have sent. Yeah. The first one, well, the question that we asked was, what should INEC focus on based on our experience from the presidential election? And here, Fidelis Agboni says, logistics and operations. And Victor, you remember there was a whole lot of complaints about that, staff coming late.
Yeah.
Of course, the card reader topped it.
Exactly.
But we had some other issues behind also.
Exactly. And you remember there was a story yesterday about a driver who took some materials somewhere and he was trying to reroute. These are one of the problems that all plays in during these things. That if he had gone scot-free, it would have been a problem, logistics, because he was carrying some sensitive materials. It would have delayed the whole process. But thank God he was gotten along the line and the whole situation was brought to a book. But then the second one is coming from Yusuf Oyewale, who says they should get to polling stations at agreed time and make sure the card reader is working fine.
All right, from Yusuf, we'll go to Fatoyinbo Olarewaju, who says that they should ensure that card reader works well. Talking about card reader topping the news again. Well, INEC has promised that they're going to right some of those wrongs that we saw last weekend or 2 weekends ago.
Well, the next one is coming from Ariyonda, and he says, I urge Nigerian youth not to snatch ballot boxes or disrupt election on Saturday at any polling unit, because such units will be cancelled and it will affect our candidate. So, who will be the loser?
Well, and one of the points of discussion, during the discussion session was, the peace accords that have been signed and the essence of it. So I mean, all this should go down to how the politicians have spoken to their supporters.
Exactly.
And we shouldn't see youth getting involved in any shady acts.
That's right.
All right, from there we go to James Enia, who says, I think the professor is on point. Things should be kept step by step. I don't think there's anywhere in the world where a baby doesn't crawl before working, so I think we should crawl before we work. If not, like the professor said, many things will be left behind and will lay a very shaky foundation in our electoral system. James is talking about, once again, the card reader and for the complaints that have come that perhaps it shouldn't have been used. He's saying, well, some of those hitches are explainable or excusable at this stage of Nigeria's democracy.
Well, the thing is, it's just like having a child and then you expect him to just walk. It doesn't work, and you can't call that child, you can't say he's disabled. It takes a period of time for him to, like they say, crawl and then start worrying. Well, but the next one is coming from Mike Akintunde, and he says the attention should be much more on the use of the card reader.
And then the next one, Ifedoro Ndubusi Nicholas says that INEC should be very serious on the NYC members posting to PUs, that's polling units. Many of them don't know how to sum up the results from valid, rejected, papers used, unused, and so on. Well, talking about training of the ad hoc staff that are used by INEC.
Well, that's it on that platform.
Yeah,
exactly.
We'll go to the tweets now.
That's right. And the first one is from @Sarah92. Her real name actually is Onobanjo Sarah. And she says lapses in the presidential polls should be corrected. That's what she wants to see corrected during the polls that will take place tomorrow. That's the governorship and the state houses of assembly.
All right, we'll just take a break now. And when we come back, we have more of your stories that you sent to us.
Please stay with us.
All right, welcome back. It's still Nigeria 2015. And you've been sending in your pictures. We're going to take some of them now. And when we come back, we're going to hang out.
Well, we start those pictures now with one from South Korea. Wow. it's quite a far place. Then, I mean, that's the whole point of it. Nigerians are so just, they're spread around the world and they still send these pictures. We do appreciate them. We just have to wait for our producers to send that picture. It's actually from Aimionowane. Benedict is sending that picture from South Korea, and also someone else from Germany is sending his own picture. We'll bring you those pictures in a short while. Just stay with us. From around the world, Switzerland, Nigeria, abroad. There were just so many of them going on. You saw them. Keep those pictures coming. We're going to be putting them back to you, just like you're giving them. I mean, you're giving them to us. Any?
Yeah, well, that's true. We're having a bit of technical issues getting a Google Hangout set up, but we promise to get them to you in a short while or in our next segment. But for now, we want to bring you more pictures. We have from Ikeja, Negedu Arome from Ikeja sends a family viewing of the pictures. And then the other one, the next one is from our UK station. Channel 24, Sky Channel 575. That's the next one that should come up next from the UK. That's it. And if you remember, that was on this morning when we had the business segment of Nigeria 2015. And of course, the next one is from Leko. He's busy at work, but that has not stopped him from following the events going on as the governorship polls approaches. That's from Ososa, Ijebu. That's in Ogun State.
I think I like his device.
Talking about being smart and not missing out on the action in
yeah,
any
yeah,
way.
I think I like his
well,
device.
that's Leko laugh there. And then the next one is from Warri in Delta State, another viewing of channel. So we're not just celebrating our viewers outside the country.
That's right.
We're also celebrating our viewers in the country.
In the country.
Yeah, don't forget home.
Absolutely. They say charity begins at home.
That's right.
So
okay,
we have to celebrate those at home as well.
Yeah, that's right. And so the final one is from Shola Oladipo, watching B Sky B channels 575 on channel 24 from the United Kingdom. Our new baby, we could say.
Absolutely. More babies are coming.
Sure, of course, and more awards too.
Absolutely.
All right, well, that's the much we can take. We do apologize we couldn't bring you the Google Hangout. Trust me, we're working on it and we'll surely get to you the next segment.
Stay with us.